Ted Bundy confessed to killing over 30 women, but experts believe the real number was much higher. He escaped from prison twice. He manipulated the media, deceived the court, and fooled even his closest friends. Bundy's 1979 trial was the first ever murder trial broadcast on national television.
Keep your pieces short so that we can all get on the air.
Smile, Ted. This is Larry Warren reporting live from Miami, Florida, where the jury in Ted Bundy...
There are some 250 reporters and television technicians from around the country. They will be following the trial and making videotape recordings of it.
Trial for the Chi Omega killings.
Millions watched as Bundy, a charming, well-spoken law student, tried to defend himself against horrific charges. The public had never seen a serial killer act so confident and composed in court. Bundy fired his attorneys and insisted on representing himself, despite having no real trial experience. This allowed him to cross-examine witnesses, including survivors of his attacks, a chilling and unsettling moment. He saw the trial as a stage to showcase his intelligence and manipulate the system. Despite his gruesome crimes, many women were infatuated with Bundy, attending his trial and writing him love letters.
I'm not afraid of him. He just doesn't look like the type to kill somebody.
Some believed he was innocent because of his charm and good looks. This phenomenon, known as hybristophilia, attraction to dangerous criminals, made his trial even more bizarre.
He was charming. He was intelligent. He was the last person you'd suspect. But Ted Bundy wasn't just a killer. He was a master of deception, a psychological enigma, and one of the most dangerous minds ever studied. Today, we go beyond the headlines, beyond the horror, and deep into the psyche of a man who fooled the world. Was Ted Bundy born evil, or did something create the monster inside him? Psychologists argue that serial killers are shaped by two forces, biology and environment. Bundy was the perfect storm of both. Studies show psychopaths have underactive amygdalas, the part of the brain that processes fear and empathy. Bundy lacked the ability to feel guilt or emotional connection, making him a natural-born predator. Bundy was born in 1946 to an unwed teenage mother. He was raised believing his mother was his sister, while his abusive grandfather acted as his father. Some believe this early deception and instability planted the seeds for his later manipulative tendencies. Was he always different? His childhood? Friends say no, but somewhere along the way the mask began to form.
Ted Bundy wasn't just a killer. He was an actor, playing the role of the perfect gentleman. And that's what made him so terrifying. Psychopathy and the mask of sanity. Psychopaths mirror emotions. They learn how to act normal but feel nothing. Bundy practiced facial expressions in the mirror, perfecting his charm. He mimicked empathy, but never actually felt it. This is where psychology meets horror. Bundy tricked his victims by playing weak, a fake arm cast, crutches, even pretending to need help loading his car. And once they let their guard down, they were his.
He looked like a college student. He was dressed nice, had a green pullover sweater on that, and he was very polite and asked my permission if it would be all right if he took a little detour. And then he turned in the car seat, so he's kind of facing me, and he leaned in really close. I thought he was going to kiss me. Instead, he said very quietly, "Do you know what? I'm going to kill you."
What makes a killer kill? Was Bundy driven by hatred, revenge, or something darker? Psychologists identify 3 warning signs in childhood that may signal future violent behavior. Animal cruelty. Bundy was rumored to have tortured animals as a child. Bedwetting past a certain age, often linked to trauma, though no records confirm this. Fire starting, another hallmark of childhood aggression. Unlike killers who lash out in rage, Bundy's crimes weren't impulsive. They were calculated, rehearsed, perfected. The FBI describes serial killers as either organized or disorganized. Bundy was frighteningly organized. He traveled across multiple states, changed his methods, and left almost no evidence behind. As time went on, the Yatai killings became more violent, more frenzied, like an addiction spiraling out of control.
Even when facing the death penalty, Bundy saw his trial as the ultimate stage. He represented himself, argued with judges, and even charmed the press. Why did so many women fall for him? Psychologists call this hybristophilia, an attraction to dangerous men. Bundy had an almost hypnotic effect on people, proving that even a killer can be charismatic. But despite his charm, the evidence was overwhelming. Bundy was sentenced to death, and even then, he refused to admit the truth. As the execution drew closer, Bundy tried to save himself. He suddenly confessed, blaming pornography for his crimes, hoping for a last-minute appeal, but it was too late. At 7:16 a.m., the switch was flipped. And just like that, Ted Bundy was gone. Do you think serial killers are born or made? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more psychological deep dives.